Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get a great sounding Slipknot tone using Bias FX. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new audio track. Make sure it's the right input. That'll be dependent on your audio interface. Right. Okay, so now we're going to stick an instance of Bias FX2 on there. Make sure it's stereo because we're going to use the stereo field later on. We're going to use 2 amps to make it sound really full and wide sounding. Cool. Okay, right. So now, go away. You're going to hit clear because you're just going to get rid of the stock thing, and then it's going to take you back to this kind of basic, how Bias FX starts really. And then here you're going to hit dual, and then that's going to create 2 paths, your left and right, which we're later going to use to, again, create that stereo field. So then you're going to start from this point, and now I'm going to delete this because I've already made one that I'm just going to show you can follow along with. Right, so here we go. Just going to get rid of that track. Okay, now here is my Slipknot tone. Bit sloppy, but there you go. Right, okay, so we're starting with, you're going to start with the gate, obviously. I think this is actually the one that it kind of starts with whenever you create any new tone profile. But if not, I can't remember, but if not, this is where I'm at. Threshold about sort of 10 o'clock. Then sensitivity and release both at about 2. Okay, then next up, you're going to stick a drive right before the splitter. And that's going to be the, what's it called? They call it the 808 OD, which is basically like a Tube Screamer emulation. Right, and then you're going to stick the drive all the way down because we don't really want any extra drive because the amps that we're going to use are already quite they're already quite driven and quite high gain, but we just want the pedal for the kind of tonal characteristics of it. The tone is at about, again, 10 o'clock, 9:30 sort of point. Level about there. You can sort of follow along just by looking at the screen. Splitter, that just sort of comes with it, didn't do anything with it. Right, so the first amp is this 92 Treadplate V2, which I believe models a Mesa Boogie triple rectifier, if I'm not mistaken. This one, we've got gains about there, about sort of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'll pull the bass right down because the way I've designed this kind of tone profile is the left-hand path or the treadplate path is going to kind of take care of the high frequency kind of characteristics of the overall tone, and the second amp takes care of more of the low end, basically. Right, so yeah, there you go. I've got the bass quite low, middle also quite low, and then trebles sort of about 1 o'clock, about here. Presence kind of sort of 10 o'clock-ish. I don't need to tell you, you can sort of see it, right? You can pause the screen. And then here, because we're working with sort of the higher frequencies on this side, I've stuck a Shure SM57. Oh, this is the cab, this is the matched cab that comes with it, by the way, so you won't need to select a cab, this just comes with it when you select this amp. So this Shure SM57 is a little bit offset from the speaker cone. Because when you put it right in the middle, you get more of the bass frequencies, and I'm trying to capitalize on more of the high frequencies. And then on the other side, we've got this 04 Insane V2, which I think models on a PV5150. So the gain's at about 6 there. Bass is up. So before this one here, the bass is, I think, is at 0. Yeah, it's at 0. So yeah, the bass is about 6. So again, we're taking care of the lower frequencies on this side. So overall, these amps add together to create kind of a well-rounded kind of full sounding tone. So yeah, bass is about 6, middle about 5, trebles here as well because we still want some treble. We don't want it to be like a kind of a bass tone, but still like it's got more low end characteristics. And then presence about 6, master about 5. This time it's another Shure SM57 I'm miking it with, but it's a lot more central on the cone. Again, to capitalize on the bass frequencies. Right, moving on to the mixer. So I've panned them hard left and right. I have decreased the level of the bass side of this, the Insane V2, just because it sounded a bit overpowering when they were the same level. It's only a little bit, I think it's 0.6 lower, so it's not a huge amount lower. And then yeah, I didn't really touch the delays, now that's 0. And then I added an EQ after that. So this is kind of what it looks like, took out a lot of the low end. That's just the sort of curve, that's just kind of what I was doing when I was playing with it. That's basically it. It's fairly simple, but to me, I mean, it sounds great. Like, so, and you can use this to play along with any Slipknot track from their discography, I suppose. So sort of like Spit It Out, for example. or like Iowa, people equal shit. And then what else? Yeah, Before I Forget, I think I played that earlier. Got that note wrong. Yeah, and then All Hope Is Gone, it works for as well, like Sulphur, I think, if I can remember how to play it. There you go, boom. Surprised myself that I could remember how to play that. And then sort of We Are Not Your Kind, Nero Forte, for example. And of course, Chapeltown Rag, which is their new song. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the new album. Wait and see. Cool, so yeah, that's basically it. It's very simple. It won't take you long to design this. So yeah, it's really that simple. You want to make sure your guitar has humbuckers. I'm using the bridge pickup because that just, it won't really work with single coils, I think. You know, it's just humbuckers are great for metal, right? But yeah, that's it. Give it a go. Comment in the description below if there's anything you don't get, and I'll try and help you out. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.